is going into the scene as we see right now. I mean, the Plunge is one of the opportunities where we have these teams be able to show it off, but having more than the Plunge after this finals will be great for the teams. As speaking of teams, as we see them go in for the flight, going in from the east to the west, and we have on our screen right now. Ooh, I don't have actually the high tier loot, but I think most of the teams will be moving at the same position. I've been monitoring their position earlier on, AJ, and some are showing consistency. And I think it has been agreed early, well, before the match began.
Yeah, the high tier loot zones in here. Let me walk you through them, Neptune. Thankfully, it has popped up on my end. Ski Town is a high tier loot zone. So we see JCH Esports in there. Frigid Wetland Radar Base is your high tier loot zone as well. Buke Town and Countdown. This time round, 4 teams are dropping into the high tier loot zones, and Philip is gonna get taken down real quick. Why? Because it's the Vagabonds that share their drop-in sanitarium. Well, the hospital is a great place to fall, I say.
I think this is a payback for whatever Desolate PH brought to Vagabonds Esports earlier, and they are here to finish it off early. Hopefully she will be able to survive once again and show us a good game at this match, but we'll have to see. Ooh.
What a beautiful slide and jump. She just did not see Kevsup approach. Amazing takedown with the AK-47 exit. And the rest of the Vagabonds players, they are just going along their loots, pretending as if nothing happened. Such an early exit for Desolate PH. And this is the second time round we have witnessed the Vagabonds Esports team take revenge for a previous match.
I mean, they have that what do we say? They had that game in blood. They're not letting that go because we featured them so much. I mean, Desolate PH earlier, we featured how well she was able to get away from Vagabonds Esports earlier on that area, and I think them hearing us, they want to challenge Desolate PH as well as us. That will not happen once again. You cannot do that once again as two teams drop on the same area.
Yeah, man. Let's walk through the top 5 teams in here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Benetchow Gaming fighting for the qualifiers into the Garena Invitationals. But at the moment, the top 4 held by CoolKidGaming-Ares with 52 points. MXBR Atris right there above them with the 53 points. Chanela Esports sitting in the second position with 60 points. Vagabonds Esports with the 76 points, 16 points in front of them. But this fight between Dog, the great Dog, gets taken down. And unfortunately, the team of the Terriers, they do not find a great footing in this match. Dog Bull Terrier will lose a member, but not all of them are down just yet. They've split up, and clearly this split up is not doing them too much of a favor at all. Earlier on, the observers allowed us to take a quick peek into MXBR's situation, and we saw that Jumbo was taking the chopper and flying away from the radar base, a high-tier loot zone. They most probably came across Tesla Esports Ampere at the radar base as well. It was a high-tier loot zone that, was highly contested early on, and MXBR are at risk of elimination because Jumbo has not gotten those dog tags back.
And I don't think, knowing that they saw the kill feed as to who they're killing, I don't think those contesting MXBR will be letting go of those dog tags. Again, we are in here fighting for 2 more rounds, and them knowing the standing as being shown on the screen as well as their personal calculation, they know who has the top spot, who do they need to step over to be able to move up on this game, AJ.
Yeah, now we don't have the top 10 list on the board for you guys or on your screen at the moment, but I can still walk you through. Go Young Shiva, Reach Apex Main, JCH Esports, Reach Apex Main version 2, as well as TNF Dynamite. They complete the top 10 at the moment. And obviously, these are teams who are in the play, in the running for that top 4 position as well. Reach Apex Main version 2, very impressive with their fight back into this game. Saida will take Prudent out. Dios now in trouble as Team 16 will make their approach. Are we going to be able to see Dios Centaur respond to the Heart Pirates accordingly? Or will the Hearts take the heart of the Dios Centaurs out and put it up for sale?
I can feel the heat from Limsey in there as Limsey goes in against 2 members, and the rest of the teams are just backing off. No one is going for the backup on that push, and one of the member of Dios just swoop on the side of Limsey. So we'll have to find out how that ends. But right now we have team number 11 of Reach Apex Main V2 going in near the bus station, and they have their eyes on Bella Ciao Gaming, or probably it's the other way around. Bella Ciao Gaming might have them on their sides.
Oh, the observers read my mind, man. I was just looking at this. Vagabonds Esports out in the open towards the north side of the map because they were running away from 2 teams. Showbiz Gaming as well as JCH Esports, who both seem to be surrounding the players of Vagabonds Esports as we speak. Now, this does not sound like this does not look like it's going to be a great position to be in. Bella Ciao Gaming going in for Apex. Mastro gets taken down by Get Sick with 06 shot. Supremo going in for the chase. Question is, will they be able to find more kills on team number 11? Reach Apex Main version 2, who has been struggling in the grand final so far. Question, Bella Ciao Gaming hasn't been able to perform in here. Will they be able to turn things around and to kick things off? Will they do it over the dead bodies of Reach Apex?
Well, they have to do it quickly, otherwise there might be no chance later on. Because we're heading over to the second circle, and the way I'm looking at it, it's quite a tight spot for everyone in there. Because 30%, if I'm not mistaken, is water, and there's a lot of spaces in there that wherein you will be able to hide out and get those high ground. So they have to do those things early on so that moment wherein they're on a tight spot, they already have those investment on the kills and the placement as well.
Yeah, so the interesting thing here is 2 of the locations within the next zone are high-tier loot zones, a radar base as well as frigid wetland. And as we can see, Vagabonds Esports is currently stuck towards frigid wetlands together with JCH Esports, who have been giving them a little bit of a problem. Apex, on the other hand, team number 12 in here, have managed to move towards Black Market, and they are going to be alone for just a few seconds because on the way towards them is Sigra Zeus. And on the approach, this is going to be a tough situation for them to hold, but it is a great decision that they have pulled in for themselves. Why? Because the Black Market is also going to be the edge of the next safe zone, which means they have got time to play around. Reach Apex Main can focus on locking this area down defensively first.
Yeah, I mean, that Black Market, despite of the high ground, the mountain behind that area, they have that tower as well as the map that has been not quite sure if everyone's aware, guys. At the bottom of the basement of Black Market, there's a map in there that can show Twix in there going in for the kill against Dios, and SBG is back in play. I think they want their taste of the highlight as well. AJ, what do you think?
Yeah, DNF and Dog, they wanted to as Zapud takes down Tofu. Well, Tofu's a little easy to take down. Can you go in for the rest of the kills as well? Zapud on the move. He is the trap master. Goes in, lays down the trappers, anticipating the dogs to come in after him after they have gotten the scent. After they've gotten the scent of the boys from TNF Dynamite, as Tengzu as well as the Great will be holding back. Zapud with eyes onto his enemies right now. Unfortunately, it will not be enough because that's not his enemy, it's his own teammate.
It's okay.
Sometimes you see it wrong, man.
Yeah, everyone does. Even those playing will be are a little bit confused. Happens to me all the time. I shoot at my teammates at some point. Especially when they come into the corner, like going into the corner, knowing that their footsteps, well, not really in the minimap, but I'm hearing footsteps and there's enemies around. I just shoot them. I don't know, maybe they're an enemy or just a ninja.
The only time I shoot my teammates are when they are in vehicles so I can blow them. Zap would still try to take down a couple of plays from the dogs, and it's going to be Alpha JJ with the shots from the Val, but not going to get it as Rodolfo steals it away from him. Aronzo gets taken down and deleted as well. Alpha JJ making his way out, but will not be able to get far as he gets taken out from the back. It is going to be the Echo from Caps that gets it done. Tesla now in the vicinity to put an end to this childish gameplay between these two squads. Question is whether or not they can achieve that, because as we speak, there is some distance being placed between themselves as well as their opponents. CKG in here, team number 4, Cool Kids Gaming, who have been able to hold a great spot on the leaderboard so far. Can they also overcome Hulowski Esports at Rastos and take a couple of kills for themselves? Luna going to go down, but Rui will be running out of time and running out of HP as well. Eli in here. Rui will top his HP right back up. Luna is going to be in trouble. Eli onto the chase. Luna still surviving. Snowboard pops out and the escape pod, the meta, no! Luna knocks into the tree, but Eli, did he get the takedown? Mamba on towards the chase. Eli with a quick pop to assist Mamba as well. Luna onto the ground, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and as we speak, the players from Hulowski Esports, Astrados, are crying.
CKG, I mean, making sure that they get those kill points. 3 members alternating their position. We mentioned earlier Rui, was it Rui or Eli almost dying out of the zone, topping up, and then one of the members just swooped in and replaced him onto the push. But I think this is more interesting because we have Apex versus Apex in here, where Maestro will be taken by U1, and it is a 3v4 battle, and Reach Apex main v2 might be in a more of a thick situation, or a difficult situation here, as main is trying to push for that airdrop and push them away. So will that work for them, or will they just come back later to be able to get those kills, AJ?
Yeah, V2 has got the better positioning in here. They have got the vantage point. They've got the hill at the moment. And they also know that the players from the main Apex team needs to come in towards them. Question is, will they be third-partied? Because Sigra Zeus is coming in to say hello as well. And they have to turn their attention. Raw will be able to take Yo out first with a pumpkin head, but needs to back away from the situation immediately. It is going to be Hydra in front of him. Team number 11 in front of him as well. Sigra, are they going to focus in on team number 3 or on team number 11? They are brethren. It is going to be one more opportunity for Raul, but it just surpasses him, and he will go in for the chase. Temporarily, though, because although they want those kill points, they cannot separate from each other. The moment they break apart, they'll get snuffed out like flies.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. This is not the time wherein you go solo and take those kills. This is more where strategies needs to take play, and that is where Reach Apex main was able to do it. It's only Hydra who's able to stay behind, probably getting one of the dog tags from their teammates or probably some loot before peeling out. And back upon esports right here. Ooh. Unfortunately, Nash has been taken out already. Not quite sure if its dog tag is available for scan or if it's just left for them, AJ. This might be trouble for this team right here.
Oh, no doubt at all, man. Vagabonds Esports struggling a little bit, but yes, they do have what it takes to carry a 3-man squad into the final circle and take a great placement as well. If anything, even with one player, they should be able to survive and get that done. But just surviving is not enough. They are fighting for the number 1 spot, and at the same time, they have got the players from a team they did not suspect will be hunting for the number 1 spot. Chanela Esports hot on their tail. It's going to be Kevsop going in for those shots. Sigra God going to be able to get that takedown. Kevsop not able to go in for those shots, but will be able to take that dog tag and back away. Easy gets killed. This is Sigra Zeus. How will they come in for a response? It is going to be God right there in front of Kemsup. Demon dropping in as well, on for the chase towards, oh, but God. Are we going to be able to see a mistake drop in from the side of Vagabonds Esports and an early exit in here? Or will they be able to make it back, Neptune?
Yeah, that's a little bit questionable right now, seeing that we're on the third zone and a lot of teams are moving in on this fight. So they have to put their distance to be able to get those scans as well as top up on their health. But this might be difficult. But here comes Rodolfo right now, taking some damage, but not taking down anyone from Chanel Esports. Rodolfo, I just want to point it out, Rodolfo's been performing right now for Tesla Esports. Unfortunately, they're not making their way up. Rodolfo, if they need like more like Rodolfo on their team, all they have to do is like practice more and they might be able to take it to the top.
Yeah, let's see exactly what they do, man, because Rodolfo, Team Tesla, they are the first ones in the next safe zone, but there will be 56 seconds for them to lock this area down before the other teams attempt to take their position. Now, they have to be careful as well, because all of those players that shoot up into the air with the airborne will be hunting for them. They have got that vantage point, which is so important. Wolf getting taken down. Suggs needs to go in for the safe. Cider for the Heart Pirates will be doing quite well, but Suggs right now with the 59 HP onto the adrenaline bump. TNF right there in front, and Blue from Vagabonds Esports on towards the right will not be revealing his position towards Suggs because it's just a little bit too dangerous. All of the teams, they want to play in here for those placements as well, and Vagabonds Esports, they are not in a situation or a position to take any risk because Blue and Demon are left in here. Kevsup and Nash are dead and gone.
Oh, Kevsup being one of... Oh, I think... there you go. Demon has been taken down already from the side of Vagabonds Esports, and it's only left to Blue. This is really trouble for Vagabonds Esports. They went in the top, and I think Chanela Esports is doing their way. Not really directly taking down Vagabonds Esports, but indirectly trying to move up on the top spot as we go closer to the finals. This might be a little bit of a problem for them.
Oh, no doubt about that at all, man. And whether or not Blue can continue to survive in here really depends on how the next zone falls in, because he's on the edge of the, zone that is moving in ever so slowly, and he's proceeding in towards the back of the player from Chanela Esports. Watts is already in here, and he will have to back away as well. Belachao Gaming, Sai with a beautiful takedown, AK-47, close range combat dog. The Great gets dropped. Sai with another opportunity in here as Rodolfo will go in for the Juggernaut. Goes in for the shots towards Fate and will be able to, well, damage Fate until the safe zone eliminates him. Zekan with the shots in for Tesla right now, trying to take Amicus down as all of them scramble in towards this safe zone. 28 players just like that are left in here from 13 different teams. The Vagabonds have been eliminated, and this means the map has been blown wide open. Chanela Esports have been eliminated as well. This is the time for the other teams to step up.
So far, the way I'm looking at it, it's Reach Apex from team number 12, Reach Apex Main, and Belachao Gaming, who's only a full squad on this match. And yeah, this is their chance to move up. But also, if some of the teams in there will just if you're not really confident about your gameplay and your skills and your aiming, you might just let people or bait people to shoot against each other and take that placement for this game, and that will make a lot for your teams as well. But so far, on the difference of the points, it might work from the top 10, but from the bottom 10, it might be difficult, AJ.
One team who are in the top 4 right now, CKG. They are still trying to survive in here, but Mama gets taken down by the safe zone. I just suddenly opened my mouth, my friend, to say that you are still alive, but he doesn't make it into the zone. Gets taken out in the 7th position, and this is team number 12 in here. Apex still vying for the top spot. Question is, can they get up there? And 5 more teams will be standing in front of them. One of them, Tesla, as they get shot one after the other. Yuan will be able to take down Seeken as well as Cubs, and Tesla will have to come back in another berth to be able to take Apex out of this equation. It's going to be Watts with a double kill coming through, and Sigra will drop their players as Gopa God gets slain as well. And this will be a fight between Garena Gaming as well as Reach Apex Main. A fight between 3 teams in here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. One or more player is not on the screen. Why? Because this player is hiding somewhere and I cannot spot them. Timothy takes down Supremo from Garena Gaming, gets sick, almost getting taken down as well. Timothy goes in. Basan with the cluster grenade. Timothy AK-47, Kuromaku in there. You1 gets that final slay, and we are left with one final player in here. Can Apex find that boy? Yes, as Sai gets eliminated. Garena Gaming takes